Attends, pour moi qui est venu sur le manège rouge.
Yeah, when I came with Courtney and James, our ticket pulled up and
Yes.
Courtney they dropped it.
This is just one part of another vast architecture beautifully crafted.
Bobby working?
We were walking that way to get in there.
Hometown, Saniwalani. I am Zinke Ntanyana, and I'm here to welcome you to the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, one of the largest and most beautiful animal parks you will visit anywhere. Our mission is to conserve and protect this small part of the great savannas of Africa, and of course, to share it with you. Today, Kilimanjaro safaris will take you on a journey into the heart of the reserve to see some of the many remarkable animals that call the savannah home. Seeing animals in their natural habitat can be one of the most rewarding and memorable experiences of your life. But to see animals in their natural surroundings, you must be alert.
Motion sickness or other conditions that could be aggravated by this adventure. Expected policy should not lie. What's the bonus of our
Buona bene.
Welcome aboard, everybody. Welcome aboard. My friends on the right, watch his hands, arms, feet, and legs. Doors will be sliding shut.
Thank you.
Thank you, Warren.
Vocês já estão bichos já. Não, já que é os bichos que nós vamos ver, aí?
Welcome aboard, everybody. My name is Luciana, and I will be your safari driver today. And welcome to the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. While we're out on the reserve, please remain seated at all times, keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times. If you look above you, you'll see the animal spotting guide that'll help you identify some of those animals. You may see them before I do. Now, we won't be able to stop for every single one of those, so keep your cameras ready. We don't stop for them, and they don't stop for us either. Make sure you're also holding on tight to those cameras. If anything falls off the truck, we are not going to be able to stop to retrieve it, but we will do our best to get it back for you. The first section we're headed into is the interior forest. Here the animals are going to use their camouflage to help protect them from predators. First animal we're going to see is the okapi over on the right, up at the top of the hill, kind of hiding behind some of those bushes. They do have those black and white stripes on their legs that look like a zebra, but they are actually not related. They're more related to a giraffe. We know this because they have the same skull shape and the same prehensile tongues, which just means they can use those tongues to grab at the leaves. Also, the males will have those little ossicones on the top, kind of horns, but they're not really, similar to a giraffe as well. Next animal you're going to see on the right at the top of the hill in the nest, and one behind the nest, I believe. Those are the saddle-billed stork. They're going to typically be alone or in pairs. We have a pair here, one female, one male. You can tell them apart because the males have brown eyes and the females have yellow. On the left is the black rhino. They're going to have those triangular upper lips that's going to help them grab at the leaves and the trees as well. Next up, we have two different types of antelope. This darker rust-colored one, these are bongos. The lighter brown one is the greater kudu. Both of them have those stripes that mimic the sunlight coming in through the trees. The bongos, both males and females, will have those horns that twist back. They can, when they tilt up their head, their horns lay flat across their back so they can sneak quietly through the bushes. Only the male greater kudu have horns, so we have females here. You'll see the male on the spotting guide. That's what their horns look like for a reference. We are now exiting the interior forest, headed into the Safi River. Here it's going to be aquatic animals, so keep an eye out on the water. Look for any bubbles or ripples. And dark shadows might be an indication that there is an animal. The first animal you're going to see on the right, these are pink-backed pelicans, the ones in the water, not the ones on the vlog. Yeah. They're going to get those pink-backs during mating season, even a pink beak. They nest in groups of up to 500, and they're the only pelicans known to nest in trees. Over on the left, behind that little island, we have a float of hippos. They're going to spend most of their day submerged in the water. They can hold their breath for several minutes. They can even sleep underwater, naturally floating up whenever they need a breath.
Olha o barulho dele, olha o barulho dele, Fel.
That noise that they're making, those are wheeze honks. That's how they communicate. It's kind of cool to hear them doing that. It's very rare to hear that. Now they typically don't swim. Instead, they're going to sink to the bottom and walk or run along the riverbank. Or along the riverbed.
É verdade. Olha que legal, deve ter alguma coisa pra passar aí, Theo. Achei. Tá?
Pai, olha o tamanho do balcão aqui.
Olha que legal. Legal demais, né?
Pai, você já veio nesse.
Não, nesse eu não viemos, não. Não deu tempo, não.
Alright, now these trees are opening up just a little bit, which means we are headed out of the Safi River into the savannah.
É.
Here the animals cannot rely on their camouflage, so instead they're going to rely on speed and agility.
Olha que árvore legal, show.
This very large tree on the right, these are baobab trees. They're going to be leafless for about 9 months out of the year. They can store thousands of gallons of water in their trunks. So animals on the savannah will use their horns or tusks to dig holes in them so they can access that water.
É tipo igual a savana.
Aí quando chegar lá você vai ver o oásis, vai ser mais de bicho.
É, tem os bichos tudo soltos aí já, ó. Zebra, pegar a zebra lá.
Sim, mas você lembra que a gente fez safari todos os dias. Aí no último dia a gente chegou num lugar que parecia que tinha um oásis.
Alright, over on the right in the back corner, that is a group of wildebeest. They're mostly known for their horns and they've got beards as well. They're going to be the second most densely packed mammals, second to humans. They're going to travel anywhere from 500 to 1,000 miles each year in search of water.
Deve ter vários carrinhos desses, né?
Tem vários. Demorado, né? Imagina, Chico, você com uma área dessa pra sua casa.
Vai ficar separado, entendeu?
Ali, ó, o tamanho do chifre daquele ali, Theo. Deixa eu ver, deixa eu ver.
Coming up on the left, we have Ankoli cattle.
Aqui, ó.
They've got
Deitado
those
aqui, ó.
large horns. They're going to be about
Olha o
6
tamanho
to
do
8
chifre
feet
desse trem.
from end to end. They might seem heavy, but they're actually not. They're pretty hollow on the inside, almost a honeycomb-like texture. It's going to help regulate their body temperature.
Pai, olha. Olha.
We
Pai,
also have
olha
some
ali,
sable
pai.
antelope,
É ele mesmo.
dark brown with those horns pointing backwards.
Nossa, que chifrão.
They're very territorial. They don't share their space with anybody, typically. They're actually going to be the emblem of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve, and in a fight or flight situation, they are always going to choose to fight.
Que legal, hein? Quero ver, hein?
Só que vai ficar separado. É só mirando a direção do peixe. Fica igual no Brasil.
And I notice all the grass down here is pretty short because a lot of the animals here on the savannah are what we call ruminants, which is means they have multi-chambered stomachs, so they're going to spend most of their day eating.
Só que quando
bicho. O leão deve ser um lugar bem protegido, né?
Coming up on the right,
A
we
zebra,
have
a zebra
I see
girafa.
3 different types of animals. First, we have the Hartman Mountain zebras. We've got the Maasai giraffe, and then up on the hill next to that tree in the way back are some springboks. Hartman Mountain zebras are the only zebras known to have a dewlap, which is that little flap of skin under their neck. It's going to help regulate their body temperature. They also have those white bellies and those thicker stripes on their legs. Here we have a tower of giraffes on the left and some elands. Those giraffes are going to be about 18 to 20 feet tall. They have those long prehensile tongues that can also be about 18 inches.
Olha lá, ó. Olha aqui, olha aqui, olha aqui.
Those tongues have those purple colors. It's going to help protect them from the sun. So they're going to spend most of their day eating. They're going to only sleep for about 30 minutes a day with short little power naps.
Show, essa árvore. É, ué. Olha ele faz.
Coming up on the left is some African elephants. They're going to be behind this wolf that we're passing. Just a second. This is one of our younger ones. I believe she's about 6 years old.
Tirando. Tirando, filmando tirando.
These are greater flamingos. They're going to be the largest and palest of the flamingo species. They get their coloring from the beta carotene in the shrimp that they eat. When they're born, they're gray, and they're going to take about 2 years to get that pink coloring.
Cadê, Júlio? Nossa. Legal. Fazer vídeo? Não, eu tô fazendo os vídeos. Filmando aí, eu posso bater foto. Enquanto eu sei. Vamos usar a bateria.
This large mud pit in the middle, that is where the rhinos will wallow in it. They're going to roll around.
Senta aí, foca aí.
There's that mud to help protect their skin.
Acho que tinha aqueles negócios brancos.
Aí não passou então usar o bagulho.
Ah, eu vi uma passando lá. Não tinha aqueles bichos brancos ali. Não sabia bater.
On the hill on the left, up in the back corner, there's a cheetah.
Não, esse aqui.